What's going on, everybody? It's your buddy Will from the What's Up in the Sky 37 channel, online at www.whatsupinthesky.com. Just want to start off by saying thank you to everybody for your birthday wishes. My birthday was October 14th, just turned 35. I know my age shows it really well here. I'm getting old. But here we go. This one may have been covered. I was searching through my email. My boy Shell, I've always been, I think I was saying his name wrong too. I think Shell is how I say it. I always call him Chell with a lot of like that ch. But I want to make sure I got that right because I had missed about 25 emails from him and all sorts of good anomalies. He's like one of my go-to guys when it comes to great anomalies he sends. I don't get the time to check them all the time with my full-time job, so I have to rely on the public sometimes to send me. That's why I give willfarrar.net out, Farrar. It's always in the description. If you've got a picture you want me to look at or go over, send it on over. This one was pretty cool. This should be a short video. There's not, there's a lot of neat stuff up here that's not really in focus. Just kind of, and if you've been watching my videos for a while, I believe the Mars was thrashed a while back, and we're looking at the remnants of what was there. And there's a couple cool things on here, and I'm going to show you we've got a footprint here, but we also have this, what looks like somehow either this rock or almost looks like concrete. It got really hot and came around the corner here. Now keep in mind that we're looking at what I call a ruin, something that have been there, and Mars has weather on it and had weather, and it still does to this day. You're dealing with wind erosion, you're dealing with all sorts of erosion. Um, so if you've been, if let's just say this stuff is thousands of years old, some people are saying that it's millions of years old. You've really got to factor in some of that. And what we still see is absolutely amazing, especially when you stick them side by side with some of the stuff we find here just in Egypt and or we find all over the world, our ancient megalithic uh, civilizations that built things. I think we look at anything from um, I always try and put it in earth terms so I have like a title for the video. So instead of trying to put this in earth terms, I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys where I got this, and let's just dig into it because this isn't really going to be a long video. This is just a little one I wanted to show you guys. I had missed this, and I'm sure one of my other anomaly hunters have picked this out and possibly even made videos on it. So I'm not 100% sure on that. So if you guys have, I apologize. I don't want to step on anybody's toes, but you guys know me. I want to get I made whatsupinthesky.com, and What's Up in the Sky, a place where you're going to be able to see and get these. All these images are always linked. You can get them directly from NASA below, and I make no bones about it. I make a little bit of enhancements. My older videos, if you want to watch how I made the enhancements, I would go like 30 minutes into the video just making the enhancements as we went. But I've cleaned it up a little bit for, everybody's sake, just to try and make it a little bit faster as well, and to get you to the points and get you on out of here. I know your time is worth it is worth it. You guys, if you guys are researching this stuff, you guys are obviously into a lot of good stuff, and I don't want to waste your time. So let's check out. There's a couple of places I want to check out. I want to check out this piece that looks like concrete. There's this turtle shell looking piece, and I don't think it's a turtle shell, but some sort of technology it looks like we've got right here, or possible fossil. Um, Up here, there's just some really shape in the here. You've got a piece here. It's got something coming out of it. So let's go ahead and dig on into this real fast and see what we come up with here. So let's start with the footprint looking type anomaly there. I noticed that the second time I had already, when I looked into this, and here's it directly from NASA. So all I've done was auto color, use the Photoshop auto color, and basically use the contrast. I haven't added color, and I've done a little bit of sharpening on this picture. See, but you can tell just as I flip through it, not much has changed, but it looks a lot more what I think the actual what it looks like on Mars is. So let's see here, where we at? We're here looking at our this looks like a footprint of a boot. Just wanted to point that out. And then we come along here. This looks like a block of some sort. But what really got me on this one was just this kind of looked like a concrete. I've seen these before where where it was either hot, really hot, or possibly this was part of like a irrigation system, something. If you've watched how like a lot of the Romans and a lot of the old ancient civilizations move water, and to this day move water throughout their complexes, they use stone. And this is pretty cool. I just thought that it had a lot of, a perfect 90-degree angle to it. The actual block itself did too, but it's curved off at the top. And who knows what's below it. Here it looks like there's some dirt in it, so you can't really see how deep it was. I thought it was interesting, and like I said, I see what I see, you see what you see. And as we go through here, let me back out a little bit. The what people would call strata here, I guess I would imagine. This looks like a piece of something to me, more like concrete. Um, and I'm going to go down to here right after this. But see how it has a very, what's the word I'm looking for? It follows it. So see, let's just say this big old piece wasn't here. This kind of comes off to here and it comes down about 90 degrees and it looks like it comes back to it. And who knows what that actually looks like back behind there. So I don't want to speculate too much, but I thought that was pretty cool. It looks like there's a lot of interesting, wear and tear here and there and everywhere, especially when you look at these over here and then you look how smooth these up here are. There's a big difference in the smoothness. It almost looks like these were weathered a lot longer than these had been. Now, check this piece out right here. Was kind of cool to me. It's almost looks like let me brighten it up a little bit. See how it's got like a little ball up at the top of here? It just kind of comes down. Just interesting. Just interesting. What do you guys think that looks like? Comment below. It's just got like a little perfectly bright dot in the middle of it. It looks like there was something there at one time, and who knows how. He said, when we're talking destruction, Mars really suffered destruction. Destruction to where this stuff could have been ornate and beautiful, but way across the planet. This could have been miles and miles, hundreds of miles away, and that's how bad the destruction occurred. And that's really what I think we're finding with all the rovers that we've sent there that have actually made it there on the ground and kept pushing forward. Now there was also a couple cool pieces down here. I thought that where'd it go? Well, first off, you got this little piece right here. It looks like the top of a turtle shell. That's what I'm gonna call it, but it's definitely not a turtle shell. But if you look at it, it seems to have very, very, very planned out curve to it. It comes up along here, just like the back does. It comes up to here, and then it comes forward with like it's not as see how much more curved it is back there. So and it has little divots in here, and you really can't do too much with what's up here in the divots and stuff like that because you're looking at a JPEG image that's been blown up. Um, but it's pretty cool, I must say. It definitely looks like the top of something. Um, as we keep moving forward. And here was the other really cool piece I thought down here that was interesting, that looked kind of like technology. You've got this piece right here, and I want you to follow it with let your eyes sit back and adjust and follow this. It comes up, it kind of hugs this rock here, and this rock, whatever it is, has two little, and tell me that doesn't look like a little alien head. Of course, the alien head would probably be about the size of my hand, but it looks like that. And there's a little blur mark through it, so you can't exactly see it, but it's the typical gray looking piece. But that aside, um, our eyes like to play tricks on us a lot sometimes, but if you come up and you follow this around, it comes up and it comes across, and it just seems to follow it over. And where'd it go? You get the sun is actually See the shadow under it? So you're just wondering what in the world is that? And look how just intricate these pieces are. You've got one, two, three little spheres right there. Just all sorts of intricate stuff. Mars is just an amazing place. And even if this stuff wasn't touched by human hands, let's say this was just when the destruction happened, this has just happened. Maybe a block that was perfectly square smashed into this, and this wasn't trowed out for water or something along those lines. I didn't notice that little circle piece right there till now as we're talking. Um, I mean, Mars is gorgeous, and that's another reason why I show these videos. So let's see here. Now, let me go up here and show you just a couple of these blocks up here that look like blocks that we found here. Check this one out. It's got that perfectly smooth as it just dips off. It's got the same, what looks to be the same width across it. And who knows how far that goes down. It definitely looks like a piece of something. And you've got a little sister piece to it right here. Look at that. It comes up, it comes down, and comes back up. It's just an interesting rock. I tell you, maybe this was, you know, quarry type place. Who knows? It, another one right here. This is shaped like a football at the top. And you can see it follows down. And at the bottom of it, something comes out of it. And now that could just be sitting on top of it, and that's what I'm seeing there, but notice that? See that? How you got your football shape here? There's a couple things on top. It comes down, but right here it just kind of this comes out of it and just goes down into the sand and buries itself. Pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool stuff. Like I said, I'm not going to take up too much of your time on this one. This was just one I wanted to get out. My man Shell, he had this. This was one of the ones he had sent that I totally missed, and I'm sure one of my other anomaly hunters had put this out at some point. And I will pay homage to them in the description if I get it pointed out to me, because I always like to let you guys know who found it. I always think the rover found these things, especially with as many eyes that are on these now. There's so many people looking at the Midnight Planets app, the Mars Images app, and if you got an iPhone and if you're interested in this stuff, if you got an iPhone or if you got a Droid, you can sit there. You can just sit there and browse through the images. There's an app called Mars Images you can get on both phones, and there's also an app called Midnight Planets. I think you might be only able to get that on the iOS now, but that may have changed. So check those out. And if you find anything interesting, email it to will@willfarrar.net. I'll take a look at it, and if it's cool, I'll put it on. I'll make a video of it. Like, look at that right there. See, you have that other. What I call symmetry is where you can just like basically take something and smash it right down the center of it and fold it over on each other, like you've got right here. Same thing could be done right there. I uh, I enjoy it. That's some of the things that get me excited because I don't see that too often. Just in nature around here, and nature definitely does have symmetry, and I've seen an awful lot of places. I've traveled the United States. The United States has a beautiful array of different places you can see. I've been to the Skyline Drive. I've lived by the beach, so I've seen erosion from all sorts of different things. I've been to Arizona, Grand Canyon, up north Niagara Falls. There's all sorts of beautiful places to go where you can see that Mother Nature sure does take its shape and make some beautiful things. But once again, this just kind of fits into the whole Mars destroyed, something happened there, and it just got strewn about. Check that piece out right there again, as it's kind of just that same, cut it down the middle, and it looks like it could be symmetrical. But anyway, guys, what do you guys think about that right there? This is interesting to me. This was and like I said, could just be a coincidence. Could it be? I see what I see. You see what you see. I've got a lot of good stuff coming up. This was one I just wanted to get busted out because I knew it would be a fast video. Plus the footprint. Um, it looks like the NASA boot print. Maybe when they were coming over. Um, But it definitely looks like a boot print. I mean, I can't say that it doesn't. So, all right, guys, thank you all so much for the birthday wishes. I tell you what, it's good to know you're loved by people and that people watch your videos or people actually care about me and took the time to send me happy birthday. That people had signed up for the website. All my website buddies had happy birthday. I mean, at Facebook, all the stuff. It's just tremendous. So it's good to know people watch. It's not just the trolls out there who. Who hate. So, all right, guys, much love to you. Hope you guys are having a good weekend. And also, check that out. Ready? One more thing I'll leave you with. GR something there. So, this could be, maybe we're looking at old technology. A lot of times I got to take it out of the frame of what it was, but also we got to be very careful. And I've noticed lately, especially with these mass cam shots, that um, the JPEG artifacts in the back of them are really bad. So that's why I've been trying to stick with the Molly cam. I call it Molly MAHLI cam. Richard and Hoagland and I had a little joke about that. They call it the Molly cam up there. I call it the Molly. But here's that other piece right there that comes into this definitely totally different color looking block right here, which could be metal for all we know. So, all right, guys, much love to you. Have a good one. Take it easy. Peace.